The story of the Mahabharata is one of two major epics of ancient India. It is said to have originated in 400 BCE and has been retold millions of times since, going through numerous iterations and transformations as it traveled throughout India and into Eastern Asia. The Mahabharata is considered a cornerstone of Hindu and Indian culture. Welcome to Not Your Mother's Mahabharata.
This is not your mother's Mahabharata. Beware. It's fucking epic. Hosted by S.P. Jairaj.
Welcome everyone to Not Your Mother's Mahabharata. This is episode 52. Thank you all for just being part of this journey. And with me, as always, on this journey, and for all 52 episodes so far, is my wife, Azure Anderson.
So far.
Yeah, what is that supposed to mean?
I mean, hello, everybody. It's nice to see you. Hear you. I don't see or hear you. It's nice to be here.
Yes.
Episode 52, that is nuts.
Yeah. It's pretty...
It's very
Yeah,
exciting.
when we started, it was like, yep, we'll just keep going, and everyone's been a treat. So, yeah.
Cool.
With us today is Jeenee Lee. Hi.
Yay!
Hello. Wow.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
We are very excited to have you here.
I love that.
Tell us just whatever you want the world to know. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, let's see. Short term, in terms of today, I just finished baking some cookies.
Superb.
Very good cookies,
And
I
they're
might add.
excellent. Might I add.
Well, since they are in front of you and you are eating them,
Yes.
it's very nice of you to be positive. Because if you decided that you hated them, that would be a slightly different kind of energy in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would accept that with grace.
Just looking down at the table. And
I know. I would be sad on the inside, but, I'd be like, you know what? They're speaking their truth. And so
Yeah.
I have to, okay, it's fine.
We will deliver honesty.
I'm not going to
That's
take it
for sure.
personally that they hate my cookies.
Well, I would never tell you that
Oh,
anyways.
So, so I'm feeling, I'm just going to keep it to today just because that's what I'm
Sure.
feeling.
Great.
Yeah.
I just got done with a Zoom meeting with my husband's family. We are working on having an Airbnb situation for the family cabin.
Okay.
And there are 5 siblings and spouses involved.
Too many?
So I think that pretty much
Yeah.
says it all.
I don't.
Says it all right
And
there.
wanna-
everybo's married?
No,
Okay.
actually, interestingly enough. And actually, oh my goodness. There's a possibility that people could hear this, right?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
is
That
possible.
we're kind of
But we-
hoping for that, to be
Yes,
honest.
one can only hope. So you know what? I think I should just leave it right
Okay.
there.
Let's do that. Yeah.
And just say that, yes, I had a lovely meeting with my in-laws about this lovely cabin in Montana. And I think that's all I'm
And
going to say about
that's what
that.
it
And
Yes.
once you get it all worked out, let us know and we'll let people
Yeah.
know and they can rent your cabin.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Little plug.
See where our listeners are in Montana.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm going to open this up to either of you to answer.
Oh.
How do we know each other?
Oh. Well,
How do we,
we.
Yeah.
like
yeah.
The royal
of us?
we.
All
yeah.
of us. Yeah.
I mean, you.
Yeah, I know, Azure.
Yeah.
We've
No,
established
right,
that
I'm
through the
married
52
to this
episodes.
guy.
I just wanted
Yes.
to make
Yeah.
sure that was
Yeah.
okay.
I think I am.
Well, yes.
Should we-
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm just
there's
gonna
pictures.
say- I'm going to say yes.
There's pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jeannie and I sing songs together
Yes, we do.
in a beautiful chorus.
Yes, we are.
She's one of the mighty altos.
Oh, I was going to say that about you. Actually.
Mighty alto.
No, you are the mightiest.
No, you're a powerhouse.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
you are.
No one
You
thinks
are.
that.
You're full of passion and
Nope.
vivor.
Nope. Nope. You're
Vivacity.
out there.
Is vivacity
Sip
a
my
word?
tea.
You are singing. You are leading us sometimes in beautiful
I am
song.
sweating with joy. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's not to love?
So anyway, we sing together, and that's how we met each other a few years ago.
both
Nice.
altos.
Yes.
Also, although you could do one, couldn't you?
Yeah,
You
I'm
could.
a mezzo actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a two? Are you soprano two? You
I
could
used to be a soprano 1.
Whoa. Well, you're just,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm a mezzo. I'm a straight up mezzo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which means everybody I can sing anything. Ha ha.
well,
Whoever's listening.
bisexual, I believe, is another word that is used.
Oh, bisexual.
Bisexual.
That's interesting.
So
Sounds kind of
It sounds a little
dirty.
in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. I would say that about you.
Thank you. I sound dirty in a good way. Oh, my heart. That's the nicest thing anyone said to me today.
Okay, then.
Maybe this week.
All right, then.
Yeah.
For the musically uninclined,
Oh,
what are these
sorry.
terms?
Oh,
Alto is low
women. Sorry.
treble
suppose-
voice.
Yes, you
A
would
low-
not have to be.
A lower treble voice.
You would not have to be female. That
No, you
was
do
like,
not.
look at how I just did that.
No, we're all learning.
No.
And it's hard.
Thank you.
No, I have to pause every time because I'm trying to think, okay, well, how am I actually going to say this? But yeah, a low treble voice.
Okay.
Treble means the higher sound,
Okay. And then soprano is
the highest.
Hi.
the highest.
Do you
Okay.
sing?
They think that
I do
too.
not.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
When I said for the musically uninclined, that was
that
that for
partially
you?
me.
Pretty
yeah.
much. Okay.
Yeah.
Highest to lowest, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. In all
Got it.
genericness, there's things in the middle, but we don't need to get into that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's enough education.
And there's also
to
super
carry us.
high and super lows.
Yeah.
But we don't need to go there.
We need to go there.
Yeah.
Jeannie, what do you love about stories?
Everything. Best answer ever.
Because I don't always have the best memory. Mm-hmm. I might forget your name and where I met you, possibly. However, if we got into a conversation and if you told me a story, something about yourself, odds are good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember that, and so
Yeah.
that's where I live. That's
Yeah.
what I absolutely love. That's how I can hold people in my heart.
Sure. Oh, I love that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
that fits in very nicely with the whole kind of thematics of the story.
It
that we're
does?
doing, so.
Really?
This happened.
Well, just with the whole
Happens
concept
very
of the Mahabharata being
Oh, yes.
overall the whole thing.
Got it.
So,
Can I just one small
Yeah.
housekeeping question?
yeah.
I want you to a little bit slowly say that word of this what we're talking about, and then I want to try to say it, and I want to see if I can say it in a way that you would understand.
Sure. So it's Mahabharata, Maha, which kind of means big or great.
Okay.
And then Bharat is one of the words that can be used to describe India. I would say more specifically ancient India.
Oh.
So it's kind of, in some ways, this is like a great Indian story in that sense.
Got it.
So it's Mahabharata.
Mahabharata.
Yes. Now, having taught that, just know that I've heard many other
Okay.
Yeah.
many other interpretations
Mahabharata.
under different Indian accents and
Okay.
so I feel like we've already answered this, but for the sake of habit, what is your familiarity with the Mahabharata?
Hey, you don't know. Well, no one said anything
Well.
specifically. How dare you?
No. No. You are correct, sir. I know pretty much almost nothing. And what I have learned are the little bits and pieces from some of the previous episodes that I have.
Okay. So you listened to a couple previous episodes to kind of
Yes.
get, know what the hell this is that you're jumping into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart. Yeah, very smart.
But it's very interesting. It feels very dense. It's very unknown in a good way.
There are a lot of surprises and twists and turns, and that's kind of what drew me into it. And let's do this. So,
Is
well,
it time?
I think it's time. Let's
Story
dive
time?
in. So, if you have any questions at all, comments, whatever, feel free to throw them in.
Yep.
Okay.
So, where we are in the story right now. So, we have our two sides. There are the Pandavas, who are our heroes. And then you have the Kauravas, who are their cousins and villains. Most of the time, that's kind of how it's seen.
Okay.
So, the Pandavas, and both of royal family, royal descent, there had been a rivalry going on. The Pandavas, now 13 years ago, lost a gambling match several times over, big mess. So then the deal for that was that they needed to exile themselves and live in the forest and the woods for 12 years, and then for the 13th year be in hiding.
In society, but in hiding.
But in hiding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sounds
then,
like a trick to me.
once they complete that and they come back, then they will get their half of the kingdom back.
Okay, so during this 12/13 year period, they have not been able to
So in the
have
first...
any of their stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
Yeah,
They
they
had
just
nothing.
they can't have
they
their
lived
stuff.
in the forest and they couldn't go home. Yeah.
Is someone taking care of their stuff?
So basically what it is that there was kind of two kingdoms, and the Pandavas definitely had the larger kingdom because of things that they had done. And in this bet, their kingdom is now with the Kauravas, which is led by the brother Duryhodan.
Okay.
So they're
So
manning the
They have
kingdoms.
basically been
Both.
running their kingdom for now
13 years.
just about 13 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they had to give it all back, at least by the agreement, as long as the Pandavas can be in hiding for this 13th year.
Okay. Who's overseeing this to make sure that the Pandavas are doing what they're supposed to be or not doing what they're supposed
So,
Honor.
well, as in
Mostly honor.
Duryhodan, who is our villainous king, he's been having spies and people out there all the time, so always making sure that the Pandavas are obeying the rules. The main thing is that they couldn't come back to the nation of Hastinapur. And for those 12 years, they did it all. That was fine. And now, for the 13th year, they've gone into hiding. And what they have done is, they have managed to integrate themselves into this one kingdom called the Matsya kingdom. And so you have the 5 Pandavas, right? So it's Yudhishthira, who's the oldest. Bheema, who is the second oldest and the strongest and most passionate. You have Arjuna, who is the most skilled. And then you have the 2 twins, Nakula and Sahadeva. They're all married to one woman named Draupadi.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that kind of shows the bond that they have with each other. The fact that they are able to do that and have no
I
fighting.
know. How's that working for them?
Good.
Well,
They have
yeah.
rules.
How
they follow
long?
them.
How long have they been together?
Well, it's been over 13 years because it
Yeah.
happened they got married way back when before that.
Yeah.
And then did they all at once get married to this one person, or did they do it sequentially, or how did that all?
Okay, so she had what is known as a Swayamvara, which means that basically you got a whole bunch of princes and kings coming in and competing in this archery contest.
Ah.
Arjuna, the middle child here, is the most skilled at archery, the ultimate warrior.
Okay.
In all the land.
In all the
world.
land, and he's got a couple competition and things like that. But he managed to win that competition.
Of course.
It's your favorite tale.
It is the best.
Okay.
He comes running home to tell his mom, "Hey, I won," and she's, I don't know, doing the dishes or something, not looking at him, not paying attention. And without turning around, she goes, "Oh, that's good, honey. Make sure you share it with your brothers. Whatever you won, make sure you share it with your brothers."
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so...
And so they did.
Well, they didn't want to make a liar out of their mother, Jeannie.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was don't you find that was a pretty much offhand.
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
why it's the best. It's the best.
Random.
It's the best thing in the whole story for me. I think it's so great.
There is, so one of the beautiful things about the story is there's just reincarnation and things like that as well. So to further kind of explain how the hell this happened, there was so Draupadi's previous life, I forget what the terms were with, but she had a husband, and I don't know if he was just a bad or a cruel or just not attentive to her or something like that. So she climbed up the Himalayas to ask a boon from the god Shiva.
Okay.
And it took her a while to get up there. And then she starts doing her meditations, hoping that Shiva will come. And Shiva arrives, and she is so excited. She's like, "Oh my god, this is going to be amazing." And so she says,
fangirling over Shiva.
Yeah,
sure.
and just like the fact that it's all going to work out for me in my next life. And she's like, "In my next life, Shiva, I would like the most honest husband. I would like the strongest husband, the most skilled husband, the most handsome husband, and the most wise husband." And Shiva says, "Done. We will get you 5 husbands."
You got it.
And she's like, "No, what? No." Like, and he was like, "You can't expect all that in one person." Like, so that's why that happens.
Wow.
Oh boy,
Okay.
careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
I was
What you
going
wish
to say,
for,
it's
yeah.
kind of like I'm sensing a kind of a literal people.
Literal, what do you mean?
Literal.
Share what
Yeah.
you win.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was pretty much like,
yeah.
by the book.
Yeah.
And then she asks for these things.
Yep.
She does not say, and
Yeah.
Yep.
I would want that to be one person.
Yeah.
She just
Yeah.
asks for the things. And so he takes it literally
Yeah.
and says, okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
I mean, I think you're onto something.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, I think you're onto something.
That's the first thing that's coming to my mind.
There's lots
Yeah.
of instances like this that happen in this story. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that's the 5 Pandavas and Draupadi.
Wow.
So in this last year, they're in this last 13th year now. And so the oldest one, Yudhishthira, has managed to get a job as the king's advisor. Bheema, the strongest one, has gotten a job as the wrestling coach
And
and the cook.
he also loves food.
Arjuna, probably the most interesting, Arjuna had a curse put on him from his adventures so that for 1 year he would be a eunuch.
Oh.
And fortunately, they were able to do a little bit of wheeling and dealing and made it so that, okay, this curse will come to play in the last year. So he is a eunuch and he's training the king's daughters and friends in dancing and playing the Veena instrument.
Okay.
And so this has become advantageous to them because with everyone looking for them,
There.
he is now not a he. So
Yeah.
And I mean, literally.
yeah.
Literally.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
just
Yeah.
kind of.
he annoyed an
Sad.
Apsara, and so the Apsara was going to do it for his entire life, but was calmed down, and so that it was only going to be a year. So after the year is done,
It'll come back?
He'll get his penis back. Yep.
Hooray!
Yeah. I don't know if there's magic in the story. We should say.
Magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
Okay.
a surgery or anything. It's definitely
Got it.
definitely will be like he'll wake up one morning and go, there it is.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, that makes things way
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
And then the youngest, the twins, one is taking care of the horses, one is taking care of the cows in the same kingdom.
Okay.
So they're in hiding in all these different positions. They're all fantastic, amazing warriors, but they've kind of been hiding that part of themselves because
Right.
they need to make it through this 13th year. Draupadi is working as a maid and kind of a flower girl and a perfume maker for the queen.
Okay.
So, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I'm raising my hand.
There's a lot
You
to
can't see
concept.
me.
Yes.
I am raising my hand. So, does everyone in this kingdom situation know that they're all together?
No.
The
No.
5 and
No.
the 1?
Because they have to be careful that nobody knows.
Yeah.
That's 5 and 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they even came into the kingdom alone, each one of them.
Separately.
Oh, so all of them
They're
are
all doing
separate
separate
Yeah.
jobs in separate areas.
and living separate lives.
Yeah.
Yes. And not seeing each other as is possible for them.
As much as possible.
Yeah, because they don't want to build any association between them.
Yeah.
Because Duryhodan has got his spies everywhere.
Oh, right.
So he's looking for 5 guys and a girl together.
Right.
So that's when Arjuna's curse is really convenient at this point.
Yeah.
But then they put efforts, of course, into like not mingling and being separate and not talking amongst themselves quite a bit.
Yeah.
Right? That said, in the last episode, what happened was that, well, you know what? We'll get to that. Let's do it this way.
Yeah.
So Duryhodan, king of the Kauravas, looking for the Pandavas. He needs to find them because he's only got like 2 weeks left. If they stay hidden for the next 2 weeks, he's supposed to give everything back.
Right.
And he damn well doesn't want to do that.
Right.
So he's been sending his spies out to all of these kingdoms around. And he's gathered all his spies together. Then he's also got this king of this other army called the Tagatas, who's just kind of one of his allies. And he's asking everybody for information. He's like, what have we found? What has been happening? And all of them are like, we don't know where the Pandavas are. We have not been able to find them. And he's like, has there been any other like news, any sort of thing? Like, what interesting things have been happening in the kingdoms? So they go through some of the things that have been happening in the kingdoms. One thing that did happen with our Pandavas. So Draupadi was basically attacked and was pined for in a violent manner by stalked.
She was not being pined for.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
was being stalked.
I was a little confused about the pine.
No.
Okay.
Too soft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too
He
soft a
said
word.
some nice things.
No, he did not.
Okay, no, he did not.
Okay.
And then it landed up in like she ran from him. He chased her, kicked her down in front of like Bheema seeing this.
Uh-oh.
They didn't take any action then, like it was in front of Yudhishthira and the king as well. But because this was the general of the king's armies, the king was like, well, I didn't see any. I don't know what happened beforehand, so I don't.
He took the general's side.
Yeah. In that he did like trying to take no side, but basically in this
Took
case,
the
as is
general's
often the
side.
case, took the general side.
Yeah.
Bheema and Draupadi. So Draupadi goes to Bheema and says like, this guy's gonna rape me in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, God.
So like, I know
something.
that I know
Yeah.
we're meant to be in hiding.
I know.
I know all our weapons are hidden in the bar, but like this is what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
so they fool him. They do the classic, "Hey, come see me at night." So Draupadi says, "Come see me." He comes, and it tends to be Bheema instead. And Bheema basically rolls him up into a ball,
Literally.
And
and then kills him that way.
by
He's-
rolling him up in a ball.
Smashed him into a ball.
Whoa.
He kind of put his head into his chest. He was very angry.
Oh.
Put his head into his
real
chest,
gross.
took
How
his
does that
arms up.
even happen?
He's
Brute strength.
He's a very strong fellow, but that is important.
They're all demigods, too. We forgot to mention that.
Oh, because I was going to say, that feels otherworldly.
They're all
Oh yeah,
Demigods.
they're all demigods.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she had told her the way she was kind of like giving her old story. She said she was married to 5 Gandharvas who are like mythical beings, like elves and things like that.
Oh.
So it was assumed that, oh god, the Gandharvas must have killed Kishaka,
Yeah.
this general. They still tried to like burn her on the funeral pyre, and in the end, because of that attempt, the Gandharvas, aka Bheema again at night, slaughters them all.
Yeah.
And
How
brings
many
her
are we
back.
talking about?
Let's say 50.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That's
just
a lot.
went through them
Yeah.
and smashed
And
them.
it was-
Hit him,
and-
hit him with each other's bodies. It was a
Whoa.
real mess.
And a lot of them are like fellow like generals of this army too.
Whoops.
Yeah.
But they were all gonna kill her, so it's his wife. Yeah,
Yep.
dealt with
Yeah.
that. And then it was like, oh, we can't annoy these Gandharvas.
Yeah.
Right? That's the
okay.
story.
Gotta leave her alone.
And so this is one of the stories that is told to Duryhodan. And it's they start getting carried away with the story. But Duryhodan's like, okay, whatever. Enough of this. We're looking for the Pandavas.
Oh my god, you stupid idiot.
Doesn't kind of put it together then and there. Starts asking what do we do about the Pandavas, right? And then the whole Matsya kingdom kind of comes up, but he dismisses that. And his spies are just like we can't find them anywhere. Like maybe they just died. They were in the jungles. They got eaten by wolves and tigers. And
Sure.
it's done. We've been searching for them for 11 months in every single kingdom. We can't find them anywhere. Maybe they're just dead.
Wow.
And one of the elders, Drona, who was actually one of the main teachers of all these guys, of the Kauravas and the Pandavas. But Drona's like, the Pandavas are not going to die against some silly forces of nature.
Tiger.
Right? Like,
No.
we've seen, like, Arjuna has killed scores and scores of demons. They've all, like, done their masterful warriors. This is not how they did not die this way.
Yeah.
At all.
No.
They're somewhere around. Bheema, who was the eldest elder, and the one who was also, like, kind of the grandfather of both the Kauravas and the Pandavas, he himself also says, like, I agree. Like, the Pandavas they're not dead. We have a couple weeks. The best thing you can do, Duryhodan, the best thing you can do is let this happen, let them come back, make peace, give everything back to them. Otherwise, there's just going to be this terrible war and fight between you guys. I know you've hated them for so long, and I know that
Entire life.
I've been partial to you because you were my favorite grandson. And, like, as a advisor, I can tell you that, you know, as a person of this kingdom, I can tell you, like, we know they're alive. As your grandfather, like, just make peace with them. Give them back what is theirs. Duryodhana is just, like, kind of looking at him blankly, and he's like, where could they be? Like, he's like, no, this is, like, you know what? If they go, the deal is if we find them, they have to exile themselves for another 12 years.
Whoa.
So maybe at the end of those 12 years, maybe then I'll be softened.
Wow.
But right now, no. Like, we gotta find them.
I just love the idea of him just like staring blankly into Bhishma's face and going, yeah, but where are they?
Yeah.
And not even hearing him.
Yeah, not even
The
hearing him.
wisest human on the planet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just not even listening. Anyway.
Ay.
There's one of their first teachers, Kripa. He gets up and he says, okay, yes, if you're not going to do this, if you're not going to listen to the Pitama, the grandfather of the nation, you need to start gathering your armies. You need to start, like, this is going to be violent, like, they're going to come for, like, there's going to be war between us. You have to start gathering your armies and your people.
Oh, no.
And Duryodhan kind of hears this, and he's like, not if I find them, as long as I can find them. And Bhishma's like, you don't know where to look. And Duryodhan is like, where would you look? Like, where should I be looking? And Bhishma says, you look in the places that have been very prosperous. You look in the places where the wealth is increased, like, these are the sons of gods, and they have dharma on their side. They have been following the laws of goodness and justice, which is what makes them so invincible.
Yeah.
Like, this will not end well for you because they have dharma on their side. Yeah, that's why I'm saying to ally yourselves with them. But because of that, there's going to be plenty all around them. There's going to be just a lot of good, like, there's going to be magical spirits and things in this kingdom and all that. And so Duryodhan is listening to all that and bringing the spies. Bringing back, and he has the spies come back in. Yeah. Well, he had them leave briefly. Come again, tell me again the story of Kichala dying.
Uh-oh.
So tells him that story, and he starts to put the pieces together.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
He's like, and all the little pieces of the stories that they've told, and he's like a little detective, like figuring it all out.
I smell a montage here.
Yeah. He's like, there's only 5 people with the super strength enough to beat Kishala and like beat him in that way. These 3 would never take it. The 4th one also won't take it. Bheema is the only one who would do it. And then like looking at like, yep, like the cows are doing really well over there, producing a lot of milk, and that's because of one of the Pandavas taking care of the cows. So, and he's like seeing all this wealth. He's like, oh, and we know that Kishaka likes women. And Draupadi is one of the most beautiful. It must have been over her. That must have been her. That was one of the Gandhava husbands. And I'll say that in our previous episode, we struggled with some of the decisions these guys made to maintain their disguise.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't seem like the best decisions.
No.
So Yudhishthira said, I used to work for Yudhishthira. Beam says that...
From Yudhishthira's kingdom.
Yeah, I used to be advisor to him. Beam is like, oh, I used to be in Yudhishthira's kingdom. Nakula and Sahadeva, same thing. Oh, I used to take care of horses in Yudhishthira's kingdom.
Oh my god.
Draupadi is like, I had 5 Gandharva husbands.
She couldn't have said 3.
She couldn't have said a different number.
She couldn't have said just
aside from
one really
Yeah.
big one.
No.
It's just so funny.
But they were blessed by God. So
Okay.
They had a lot of boons.
so they had a lot of boons, which
things to cover
we
their
feel
asses
they maxed
with,
it out.
but- oh my god, yeah.
So, but he figured that we got to go to the Matsya kingdom. Plus, now that Kishaka's dead, and then all his generals kind of also got wiped out by these quote-unquote Gandharvas, it's an easy kingdom to take. So if we can go attack that kingdom now, we'll find the Pandavas. And one of the allies who's there, Sushana, who's king of the Tagarthas, he's like, I've been wanting to get that kingdom for a while. We've been having a lot of problems with Kishaka. Now that he's dead, I'm in. So they formed this plan. The Tagarthas are going to attack one day as soon as possible. And then Duryhodan is going to assemble his army with all these people. So with Kripa, with Bheema, with Drona, who are phenomenal warriors.
Yeah.
So one of the things about the story is that there are things called astras, essentially like magic arrows that they can kind of summon.
Okay.
So basically they've got all kinds of superpowers, firing like thousands of arrows at once, and you've got a whole kind of legion of them now that's part of the Kaurava army.
Wow.
So they decide, we're going to attack. Hi listeners, if you are enjoying the Not Your Mother's Mahabharata podcast, we invite you to visit our website spjairaj.com, where you can see the other projects we've got going on. If you're a fan of mythic and magical filled stories, you can check out my fantasy books and explore the magical world of Adajari, where my stories take place. You can read up on imagination life coaching to see how I help creatives, individuals, and teams expand and apply their imagination towards living happier and more fulfilling lives. You can also look up my related self-help books that are inspired by global myths. If you live in the Twin Cities Metro and want to see me tell stories live, you can look up the calendar to see my upcoming shows. Or, if you are interested in bringing some storytelling and imagination directly to your community, there is the option to start that conversation on the website as well. And of course, you can check out all our episodes of the Not Your Mother's Mahabharata podcast. You can find all of this and more at spjairaj.com. That is spjayraj.com. All right, back to the show. So the first one to go in effect. So the Kauravas go on their way and they just kind of like get ready because they're going to attack in 2 days.
Because how much time is left?
Yeah, that's what I was going to
It's not much time left.
Yeah.
It's like 2
There's
weeks.
not much time left. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like 2 weeks or
So
less?
they
Yeah.
got to do it or else.
They got to do it
And
now,
he's-
otherwise
he's
a
timed
full
it.
war is going to happen.
Yeah, and he's timed it so it's like, we'll find it out. We still have a little bit of time.
Oh my god.
We're going to go.
Okay.
So Sushana goes and he's the one who's like the neighboring kingdom. And so he gets his armies together and they attack the Matsya kingdom.
They knock on the door and say hello.
The main wealth for this kingdom is cows.
Okay.
So they go in at the south and they just kind of start attacking the herders. So they run back to the kingdom and the cows themselves just kind of go everywhere, scatter. Right? So that's just a whole ton of their wealth.
Man.
That's just kind of scattered away. Right? So the cowherds return and like, this is what's happening. We're being attacked. We don't have our great general anymore. The king here, Virata, the king is like, he's an older king. You've already heard how like he was a little cowardly and not helping out Draupadi. And so not the most physical, and he's been kind of, his general kind of like had too much power. The one who has now died.
Okay.
Right? But now, his kingdom is in stress, and he mounts up. He puts on his armor, and he goes with his people, and he's ready to battle for his kingdom.
Okay.
Good for him.
Yeah. Yudhishthira, they feel Yudhishthira's like, we've been part of this kingdom for a while now. So Yudhishthira goes to the king and says, listen, you've got, and they've all got different names, but I'm not going to tell you the different names. But Yudhishthira's like, look, you've got your cook. Your cook is actually a fantastic warrior as well, as is your cowherder, as is your horse rearer. They're all fantastic, amazing warriors. Let us go to them and bring them as part of this.
Oh my god. And the king's like, what?
Yeah.
Huh? What do you mean?
And he trusts Yudhishthira. Is like, all right, bring Yudhishthira some armor and bring these other three. They leave Arjuna. They don't kind of involve him. So yeah, he goes to the four of them and is like, the three of them. And is like, let's armor up. We know that this king we're fighting is very powerful, very strong, so we have to be wary of him. But really do what you can to not reveal yourself completely.
Don't show off.
Don't show off.
Help.
Yeah.
But in a normal fashion.
Yes, help, but be human.
Just use a sword.
Yeah, that's exactly...
Use a sword.
Yeah.
Punch a few guys.
Yes.
Wow.
Don't be too cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So this...
Good luck.
So, they all go out, right? Like, they bring out their armies, and it's armies clashing against another army.
Okay.
Great battle. Arrows flying everywhere, spears being thrown, chariots and horses, people dying on either side, absolutely. And the Pandavas, the four Pandavas, I guess just the three Pandavas, are doing really well. And I'm sorry, no, it is actually Yudhishthira as well. So all four of them are going out, and they are paying back the kingdom in that way. And, like, again, fascinating, fabulous, amazing warriors.
Right.
So they're doing their thing. But it's a tricky opponent. It's a very skilled opponent. And at one point, they manage to capture Virata. They capture the king of the Matsya kingdom.
Whoa.
The brothers specifically, or just the soldiers?
So actually, the king of the villainous army, he captures Virata himself.
Oh, okay. Got it.
He captures Virata himself.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
And then, like, what you see is that his people start to kind of get afraid and scatter and run away and be a little bit more just not as effective in the battlefield.
Right,
the king has been
because they're
captured.
retreating, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Yudhishthira tells Bheema, like, we got to get the king back. Do whatever you can to get the king back. Mm-hmm. And so Beam is ready. Beam's punching his fists together. He's ready to go. He goes up to this tree and he bends down. And Yudhishthira's like, whoa, what are you doing?
Careful.
And he was like, well, I was going to, like, chuck a tree at him. That's what I do.
No.
And Yudhishthira's like, no. Everything that Ajay just said.
Oh my god, I made it into the story.
Yeah.
Finally.
Don't use a tree. Use weapons. Use the regular weapons.
Oh my god, dude.
And they have this formation that they make where it is kind of Yudhishthira in the front, Bheema at the back. Oh no, in this case, Bheema in the front, and then with the Sahadeva and Nakula, who are great swordsmen. And by swordsmen, we're thinking like superhero swordsmen. Arrows coming at them, they can just like slash them away. Right?
Yeah,
exactly. So they're on either side of this chariot, and they charge. And Bheema manages to fire an arrow that kills the chariot driver, and just kind of like pins him to a wall. Virata gets kind of strength from that moment, struggles, breaks free,
Hooray!
gets away, and then that king starts realizing the tides have turned.
Uh-oh.
He starts running away. Bheema runs after and captures him.
Okay. Does he pick him up by the back of his neck? It's like
Like a cat.
Like a cat.
Like a cat.
I would say he gets him by the back of his head.
His legs are still moving. Oh no, oh no, let me go. Like that?
It's not a good situation for
Does he
him.
pee? Does he pee
Okay.
himself?
There was no
far?
mention, but probably.
Too far. Okay.
He catches him by the hair, brings him back,
Oof.
and is like basically threatens to kill him. And Yudhishthira's like, well, we don't need to kill him. He's been defeated. He's been humiliated. Bheema is like, well, he's got to swear allegiance and being a slave to the king. And Yudhishthira's like, you're getting very excited here. He's already a slave. He's already been humiliated. It's all fine.
Pull it back, bud.
We're good.
Yeah, and so he's like, fine, let's just see. And it ends on like, well, promise not to attack again. And
Pinky swear.
yeah,
Okay.
and the king is properly humiliated.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Right, so he does, like, the way the story ended was like he just does saunter away, defeated in tears.
Oh.
Head down, like swooshing feet.
Yeah.
Like, what is it called? When you're just
Shuffling
shuffling
his
his
feet. Yeah.
feet.
And,
Kicking rocks.
yeah.
Oh,
And
shucks.
now
I lost.
I haven't read ahead again, at least for this time, but I'm thinking that I don't remember him coming back. So I think that's him. Like, he tried, failed, almost put to death.
Yeah.
So now he makes the promise that he'll never do it again.
Okay, but he still
And
has his
is very
kingdom.
upset.
But he just lost some of his army.
Yeah.
So he still has his kingdom, but he just, like, they slapped him on the butt and said, don't come
Yeah.
back.
And never made the connections that those folks were the folks that he was actually.
There was no mention of that. And for him, it was a lower priority.
Yeah.
He was just like, he just wants to kill the Matsya kingdom because he was the ally of Duryhodan. Right? And they haven't come in yet.
Okay.
Right? They're preparing their army at this moment.
Okay. So
Right?
they were the precursor army.
Yes.
They were meant to knock him down.
Yeah. What they successfully
Interesting.
did do is like the whole army rushes out to get against these guys. It took the whole army.
Yeah.
Right? So they all rushed south, let's say. All the warriors, all the chariot drivers, they all came out for this. At the end of this section, Virata's like really happy. Like, you saved my life. You four have saved the kingdom as well. And they just camp out and they have a wonderful time. They bring some girls back from the...
They just have a party?
They have a nice party. They start glamping.
Musicians, I assume. I bet there's some music happening.
Yep, there's some musicians.
There's some girls playing the Veena.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not your world.
There's
Yeah.
dancing. That's ridiculous.
There's a bunch
Big
of
fire?
food as well, which Bheema is doing double duty as like
Of
being a
course
celebrated
he is,
warrior, but
'cause
also
He's got to cook.
awesome.
he's also cooking. Like, he's
Right.
got to make sure everyone gets fed.
Yes. Yes. Love language.
Yeah, very much his love language, right?
Got it.
So, yeah, so that's been happening. Next day.
Okay.
The next day is when Duryodhan's armies. Now, this is the one that is the main rival family with all the elders, with all the super trained, powerful weapons and things like that. They start coming then from the north.
Are they all still in the party zone, just all sleeping and passed out?
The party zone is south.
Oh, they're coming. No, but are they still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are still
All
there.
just passed out and full of food.
Attacking the one army. Now this other army that they didn't know was coming, because there was no indication that this had anything to do with Duryodhan and the Kauravas.
Right.
This was just, so now they are coming from the north, attacking the kingdom when there are no men there and no warriors there. They've all been drawn.
Oh no.
Because they were all just at the party.
Yes, they're all just at the party.
Oh, no.
Then what happened?
So they come and same thing. They like scatter all the cows from this region.
No.
And the cowherds come to for help, and it's like, oh, the king's not here. There's no. What do we do?
They walk into the castle or whatever it is and they go, hello. Shit.
Yeah,
Nobody's here.
they are not. There is now. There's one prince who is there, and he's like a young prince. He's like 16,
Oh.
apparently very good looking, and the king has always talked about him being such a great warrior.
Okay.
There were older brothers. They went with the first kind of army, right?
Sure.
And this guy's kind of like also starts talking himself up as well. It's like, yeah, and then these people come needing his attention. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm a fantastic warrior, but I think at the time of Sairati, so my charioteer, he died in an earlier battle that we just had not too long ago. I can't really go out there. I need someone to drive. I need someone to be a charioteer. And
He's
they've
not
all
old enough
left.
to drive a chariot yet.
The system is you have one driver and then one guy on the chariot, firing arrows, right?
but Still.
No one's mastered both at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? So he's like, I don't have a charioteer. Otherwise, oh, it's such a shame I don't have a charioteer. If I had a charioteer, I mean, I would be doing battle like Arjuna could do battles. Like, I know I'm that good. I know I'm that.
Whoa.
So Draupadi's there listening.
Of
and
course
she's just
she
kind
is.
of rolling her eyes at this.
Yes.
I was like, do you have any idea of the stuff that Arjuna has done? Like the demon, the 60,000 demons he once destroyed. But she's not kind of saying anything to him.
Yeah.
And then, so Arjuna's name is Brihanalla in this as the eunuch.
Got it.
All right?
Got it.
So
yes.
the eunuch Brihanalla like summons Draupadi over. And Draupadi goes, are you hearing the shit that this guy's saying? And he's like, I appreciate that you're upset. I appreciate you're upset. We can kind of use this, actually. So Draupadi's got a good relationship with the princess.
Okay.
And so Arjuna says, tell her that I used to be a charioteer. And that I used to be Arjuna's charioteer.
Oh my God.
And then she'll tell her brother, and then they'll bring me in to be this charioteer. So this guy, so she does that. She tells the sister, the princess, and the princess is like, oh, then tells the brother. I was like, we have a charioteer for you. And he's like, oh, you do? With how?
Well,
Like,
isn't that great?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't they join the original fight and things?
Yeah.
And then, well, it's Brihanalla, and she used to be Arjuna's charioteer. And he starts to be a little like, I don't know. I mean, a woman charioteer, not even a woman charioteer. Like, that's, I don't know if I can go along with this. I don't think that. And he's like, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for these silly things right now.
exactly.
You just said, and she puts her hands on him, like, you just said you were as good, you could be as good as Arjuna.
If only you had a charioteer.
And now you have a charioteer who was Arjuna's charioteer.
Oh boy.
So let's do this.
This is destiny.
Let's do it. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to do it. Get your shit together.
This
Wow.
is destiny. And so he's like, and everyone is there, of course.
Think of the cows.
So he's like, yes, of course, yeah. Well, let's go out there.
Woo.
Okay.
So and like he talks with Brihanalla a little bit. He's like, yeah, but I kind of left that life aside a little bit. And then like they give her an order so that she has to. So she's like, oh, okay, I'll do it. And she starts like fiddling with the armor that they bring her, but she like doesn't know how to put it on.
Sure.
Like, I guess she had different armor back in the day.
Sure.
And so he's getting a little bit worried at this. Is like, this is going to be the charioteer. I'm just going to help you put the armor on.
Yeah.
So he puts the armor on her, which was what Arjuna wanted. Arjuna has never gone into battle from putting on his own armor.
Really?
He's always, as part of the ritual, there's always been someone to put the armor on. And it may always be, actually, the chariot driver, too.
Okay.
Like, that might be one of their roles. But it's, I mean, I think of it like when you get on stage, you want certain things to happen
Yeah.
before you get on stage, right?
Yeah.
This is like Tony Robbins jumping on his trampoline. This is what he does.
It's a ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a ritual. So we need someone else to put on the armor. So
Yeah.
she kind of tricks him into putting on the armor.
Okay.
Huh.
But wait, just now. Perhaps I was having a momentary lapse, or I was distracted by the light. I'm not really sure. Because of the eunuch situation? So is that why he is now considered a she?
Yes.
So if you're a eunuch, then by default you take a feminine pronoun. Is that kind of how it?
Aja asked last episode if they go by they and go by she, and I answered quickly and said she, so that's what we're going off of.
Oh.
So basically,
We don't really know.
we're riffing off Azures.
Yes,
Yeah.
in this
that's-
case. Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the beauty of this story.
Mm-hmm.
This is your story that you are telling.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gathering all the sources from all these places, but
Yeah.
ultimately it's your story. And by
Yeah.
association, I would say yours as
Absolutely.
well.
I mean,
Yep.
a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. So I
Kept
just...
us going for over 50 episodes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Really.
That's fair.
You're in.
Yeah.
You are so in.
It's true.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just needed, because I was getting a little confused by the pronouns.
Sure.
And I just needed, okay.
Yeah.
I'm back. Let's go.
Yeah. So, Arjuna, and so they go out into the chariot. I think it's just this poor prince, whose name is Uttara.
Uttara?
Yeah.
Cool.
The youngster, 16
The youngster,
year old.
yep.
Big talker. Big.
Big talker.
Big talker.
Whoa.
Buddy.
And now he's got this eunuch as his charioteer. And they're racing towards the entire army of the Kauravas.
Just the two of them.
Yeah, because all the
Everyone
others
else
are gone.
is partying or asleep still.
But it's cool. He's said that he is as good an archer and as good a
Sure.
warrior as Arjuna.
As long
So
as
he is
had
going to
a
be all
driver.
that is necessary.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
Right.
Okay.
He's shaking
Yeah.
in his little booties.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
They're going, but they're still like, he's still like kind of standing there and like, well, yeah, standing in the chariot, weapons in hand, and they're charging these guys with Arjuna driving.
Yeah.
Right? So he's not saying much, but he's doing the thing.
Yeah.
Right? And Arjuna's clearly got something in mind here.
Yeah.
Because Arjuna at this point, one is that the entire army sees this and they're just laughing. Look,
Of course.
we have
That's
a
ridiculous.
16-year-old and a eunuch coming at us. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, and
What the hell are they going to
I'm
do?
so sorry. One more question.
Yeah.
So how do they know that they is a eunuch? Is there
She's wearing a
she's wearing a
sari
sari, isn't
under
she?
her armor. She's
wearing a dress.
So if you're wearing a dress, then by association,
Yeah.
you are ergo.
Feminine.
And physically she does look
especially a
it.
sari. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Physically she does look it.
She has
Maybe
feminine
they have really
wiles at
good
the moment.
eyesight.
Okay.
But they can see, or maybe their spies have been able to see. There's one person on the team who I've heard has visionary eyesight as well. So
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
through him. But so they see them physically.
Oh.
Perfect eyesight, I guess.
Got it.
A lot of meditations and things.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So, sari, dress, armor over the top. I'm imagining hair flowing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just
Okay.
amazing. And a kid in the back shivering in his boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to look cool.
Trying
Got
to
it.
look cool.
Got it.
Trying to keep his shit together.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a vision.
And Arjuna starts pointing out people that they're fighting against.
Oh.
Okay? So it's like, okay, that's our main dude. That's Duryhodan. Okay? Powerful warrior, master with a mace. Then you have Karna. Karna's the one who is their best archer, believes he's better than Arjuna. He has sworn that he will kill Arjuna. Definitely one of the best archers ever. There's Drona. There's the guy who taught all the Pandavas and the Kauravas, and himself is the one who taught all the magic arrows, the astras.
Oh my God.
The one who can send fire at us, water at us, wind at us, earth at us. Oh, there's Bheema.
Oh,
Bheema's, he once fought Parashuram, a god, to a standstill. And that's the person he learned from. And so the kid is like, turn around. Not like turn around.
And he
We gotta go. Like,
Yeah. I was just kidding.
around.
Truly.
What are we doing here?
This isn't. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Little
And
guy.
And Brihanalla like, you are as good as Arjuna. You will be fantastic. I'm the driver here. We'll weave past all the arrows. You'll shoot like mad, just like Arjuna did. You're going to be amazing. This is going to be fantastic. And the kid just jumps out of the chariot and starts running back home.
Oh, buddy.
no.
Oh, little guy.
No.
Oh, sweet little pumpkin.
So then what happens?
So
oh, God.
Arjuna chases after. Right? Turns the chariot
Scoop him
after.
back up.
Yeah.
Gets
drags him back.
Yeah. Goes, and then this is all while all the Kauravas are watching. This,
Oh,
Right.
my God.
this comedy show in front
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, yeah.
There's
Totally.
50,000 of us here. These two came out.
Yep.
Now one jumped off and the other's chasing after them. One guy's 16, the other one's in a dress. What the
Yeah. What the
is-
heck?
Yeah.
What the heck?
This is a hell of a show we've come for.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know? So Duryhodan is extremely kind of excited and happy about all of this. And I was like, we're going to crush these guys. We're going to absolutely crush these meaningless idiots. Drona, as seeing this, I think that's Arjuna. I think that they got to find and capture. Like, they've got to, like, I think, right? Like, I don't like just the suspicion is enough.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that's Arjuna.
Oh,
That discussion starts, like, Bhishma's like, yeah, I think you're correct. And, like, if that's trouble, like, if that is him. But these two, so Arjuna catches up to the kid, and kid's bawling and, like, doesn't want to go back. And he's like, okay, look, don't worry. We're going to take a different approach. Okay, you will be the driver, I will be the warrior. Okay? And so is convinced, all right, like, we'll do that then. I guess they'll be aiming for you instead. Gets into the chat and he's like, okay, before we do that, we have to go to the forests first. Before they came into the kingdom, they each had these, like, magical arrows, like magical weapons, all of them. So a lot of, like, different bows that they had that have been used by the gods and things like that they've accumulated. They didn't want to bring it into the kingdom.
Yeah.
And so what they did is they wrapped it up and they went to this place where they just discard, where the kingdom and people just discard
Like a
bodies.
graveyard, basically.
So a graveyard and, like, rotting
Dumping
bodies as
ground.
well, like a dumping ground for bodies.
Okay.
There are some corpses that are hanging from trees. What they did is they put all their weapons and they kind of made it look like it was a body, and they hung it from a tree.
Smart.
Yeah.
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 So they go there.
Okay.
So Arjuna and the little kid.
And this army's just waiting.
I was going to say, that's...
I always think
okay.
that's so weird.
Yeah, well, they're like, okay, we'll just wait here while you go into the forest and do forest things, because that's what we're going to do.
Maybe
That's fine.
Maybe they were just far away, still, like, getting
Okay.
the cows everywhere when these two were coming up.
Okay. That's fine.
Maybe that's what was going on.
It's fine.
Or maybe, like, the suspicion that it's Arjuna gave them a little bit of pause.
Okay.
Maybe there's that too. Maybe it wasn't even that far away, this
Okay.
place, right?
Great.
Okay.
So they get there, and Arjuna instructs the kid to get the bag down. And he's like, I can't touch a dead body. Like, I'm a Kshatriya. I'm a warrior king. And Arjuna's like, I know you are. Like, it's fine. It's not a body in there. And so they bring that down. And that's when, like, the kid, like, who do these belong to? Because they're beautiful, beautiful looking weapons. Yeah. And Arjuna grabs the Gandiva bow. And I'm assuming he brings the others with him, actually. But definitely his own bow.
Just loads up the chariot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he brings out his own bow and reveals then everything to this kid.
Oh.
So, yeah, we've been in hiding for this many years.
Shit.
All of the Pandavas and Draupadi are in your court. Starts telling this princess, like, yep, this is who Bheema was. This is who Nakula Sahadeva was. This is who Yudhishthira was.
Hope it doesn't get captured.
Yeah, hope it doesn't get captured. So here's the interesting thing.
Oh my gosh.
Before we wrap up. So he's going to go now in full force. There is this disagreement of how long this has been. So, in Yudhishthira's mind, and the Pandavas' mind, and supported in a way by Bhishma as well, it's done. It's been 13 years now.
Oh.
It's been 13 years now.
Okay.
It's already been 13 years. Duryodhana reads it differently. Like, there's, like, an idea of the moon count and then the seasons.
Okay.
So he thinks that there is still time.
Okay.
But in actuality,
Their time is done.
they're good.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter anymore.
So it doesn't necessarily... So Bhishma kind of, like, when they see Arjuna then
Yeah.
and realize what's going to happen, and he's like...
He looks at his watch and goes, oh shit, it's too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah.
there's a part of them that they want this to fail. Like, they want Duryodhana to fail.
Yeah.
And they want the peace to happen. It's like, okay, like, we've tried telling him, like, he had to learn it from himself.
Yeah.
But that time is basically done. Like, that's the argument they're going to make, that time is already done.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's still, of course, the battle that's going to happen, and then this conflict is there. So,
So
Yeah.
So we leave the prince and Arjuna in the forest.
Yep, and they will go out.
they're
I can
preparing
say
to
in our
go back
next,
out.
they are preparing to go back out to fight this army.
Okay.
Just the two of them.
Just the two of them.
But she's got the
two of
special
them.
bow.
Yeah,
With
thing.
the special bow thing.
Huh.
Just the two of
yeah.
them.
And that's the end of the story?
That's why I got to end the story today. Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
It was a tricky length one for this one. I will admit.
This is a definite. I mean, this is
yeah.
a
Cliffhanger.
That's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
pulled it out
Oh
of my.
no.
It just
Oh no.
my apologies.
No,
It
no,
just,
no.
that's how it's ended up
no.
today.
So
But yeah,
okay, so I guess I'm committed now.
You're stuck. You gotta listen to the next one.
I
Yep.
absolutely have to.
yep,
Wow.
yeah.
Unless you want to do a part 2.
No, I mean, come on.
It's happened before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have to do some.
He's not ready.
I'm not ready to do
You
it.
have to come back.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, maybe we'll
Yeah.
chat about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I
It is
have
in the
to
middle.
know.
Yeah.
I have to know. And obviously there are resources that I could
You can absolutely.
find,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be
Yeah.
your story.
Wouldn't be the same.
It
No.
wouldn't be the same.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
listeners, leave us to chat
Tricky.
possibilities.
Yes.
Tricky. People you are.
We want more. I didn't do it.
Gosh.
I didn't know what the story was going to be. Don't blame
No.
me.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I never read ahead.
No?
No, never.
Have you read the whole thing?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
So this is all like live for
It's all
you.
live for
Yeah.
me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then how many times have you read it? 1 billion.
I've read it the first couple times in the pandemic through different means. I had and then now since doing the podcast, like I mentioned that I will read each section that I'm going to do
Right.
from minimum of 3 sources. If I have more, then I'll read from more.
Wow.
So, just because my goal is to know it, and it's going so well.
Absolutely.
So
Oh, absolutely. I'm amazed because this is also one of my weaker links in terms of, I think I mentioned this earlier, names are tricky for me, can be tricky for me.
yeah.
And names from other languages? Oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
Just forget about it. So the fact
Yeah.
that you're able to just
That
rattle off these names is so impressive.
that is honestly the current through the podcast. Now I know one. That's what I write down. Like I only write down people's names.
But that's enough for you to remember.
Yeah.
And like give you the launching
Yeah.
point for the
Yeah.
next part.
I will say before starting this podcast, aside from like some of the main names,
Yeah.
and like
The big names.
the big names,
The
the
five,
and
the-
then the main villain guy and 2 or 3 people on his side,
Sure.
Yeah.
and then some of the women as well who play a part as well.
Right, right.
So maybe 4 or 5 other women. Like aside from them,
Yeah.
I didn't have like a full picture.
Okay.
So that's what's been kind of fun reading. It's like, oh, this guy's back.
Yeah.
Oh, he's her father.
Yeah.
And this other person's father. I had no idea. So that's what's good to see all the different connections.
Yeah, yeah,
It is
yeah.
fun.
And to see the complexities of
sure.
it now that way.
Right.
That's been kind of fun.
And has there ever been, there must be, someone has done some kind of a visual.
I've
right?
seen a couple maps
of various tree
Yeah.
situations.
My God, it
or-
would take an entire side of a house. To
Oh my God. Well, this is where the interactivity would really be helpful. So you can have
Yeah.
buttons.
I bet
Yeah.
there's something somewhere.
There's stuff
we should-
online.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been sent stuff as well, and like
Yeah.
you can see. Yeah, I mean, it's like when they have the Greek families and things like that.
Oh, sure.
So
Sure.
yeah, I think what's interesting with the Mahabharata is also just there's a lot of adoption that takes place, and sometimes it's interfamily adoption, sometimes it's not. So sometimes it's like a brother or literally giving his brother like one of his daughters. Like this
Yeah.
is your child now because you wanted a child.
And then there's like the reincarnation aspect, and then there's the gods aspects, and like the gods that are fathering the people that are on the.
All the
It's
Pandavas
so
have different fathers.
Yeah. Each
Yeah,
Pandava
well-
has a different father.
The twins have the same fathers because they were twins.
Of course.
The fathers were twins.
The fathers were twins. And they have they have a different mother.
They had a different mother from the other three.
than the other three Pandavas.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 I tried not to get too much into
don't
that
need to-
detail
yeah.
so that you can follow this
'cause,
tale.
because it gets really tricky. I would think that it would be tricky to know, like, when do you stop? Because, there is like a kind of an endless
Yeah.
kind of stream
Yeah.
of all of the capillaries and
Yeah.
tangents.
Honestly,
and
it's
things.
it's one of the reasons for you and our guests. It's that forces me to kind of keep it straight because I'm like, we have this big giant epic,
right.
and I'm going to take one little piece of it,
Right.
but I want you to get a full story out of it. So I'm going to
Yes.
tell you the relevant information
Yes.
Yeah.
as just the bare minimum of what you want to know, but then, of course, the questions.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And then deliver a full story experience. So that we do like that each episode is like, even though it is one big epic, we try and make it so that you can come in one
They're fairly
episode,
standalone.
enjoy the story,
Yeah.
and be good.
Absolutely. Wow.
But this one's hard.
Wow.
Fairly.
Yeah, this one's kind of
but
hard.
Then sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes you really leave a person hanging
Yeah.
there.
Well, it's true.
Yes.
Just saying.
But then you want to come back and listen to more.
Do. I absolutely do.
Loved having you for this one.
This was so delightful.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The pleasure is mine. I mean, gosh, who knew? I mean, yeah.
Well, tell your friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will. I will.
Listeners, please also tell your friends. We're very proud to have made it to 50. When we know
50
we're going to...
plus?
50 plus.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Really, we've seen an uptick as well in the last couple of weeks, which has been very exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, for sharing,
Yeah.
and
Share it with more people.
share it with more people. And
will.
We'll be back with the part 2 of this lovely battle.
Lovely battle.
This battle. I haven't read it yet. again,
Okay.
So
This battle that
This-
will be a battle that is
this
godlike.
adjective to be inserted battle.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Have an imaginative day, listeners. Thank you for listening to this episode of Not Your Mother's Mahabharat. Please like and subscribe to the podcast so that you don't miss our next episode. My name is Satish Jaraj, and I am your storyteller and researcher. My wife and co-host is Azure Anderson. Azure also wrote the theme music, she did all the editing and producing, and essentially did all the work to get this podcast to you. Without her, it would just be me swearing ancient stories to friends in our living room.
If you want to support the podcast and hear additional content, you can do so by becoming a member of the podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/NYMM podcast.
We would like to thank our current patrons for their support. Errol the Hamster, Dinosaur Sauce, Praveen Prem Kumar, and Mitchell Kusek.
Have an imaginative day.